this is another video brought to you by Me2, and for this video I'm going to show you how you can actually leverage your S Pen for your Samsung S25 Ultra. So let's get to it. So with S Pen, the first thing I'm going to show you is when you take the S Pen out, when your screen is off, you can easily write whatever you want. So if you want to take a quick note when you're outside your house or wherever you are, you want to take a quick note, you can pull your S Pen out. Once you pull it out, you can start writing. So if I want to take a number, I can easily just pull it out, start writing. You can do whatever you want to do here, right? You get a save button here. So once you click on the save button, that will save into your note, right? If you write on a page and it's full, you can press this button to move downwards and you can keep on writing. Easy peasy. Right, so that's the easiest way. If you don't like the color, you can easily change the color by clicking on this button here, and then you get this selection of options that you can switch to. You can also change the thickness of the pen, so you can select it from here. If you're not satisfied with what you've written down and you want to erase it, there's an erase button right here. You can click on it and you can easily erase that. So that's a quick way you can actually use your S Pen. Alright, so the next thing you can do with your S Pen is, let's say you have your phone open, you're doing whatever, so maybe you've got a browser app and running. So let's just bring up any browser. So let's say you got this browser up and running and something popped in your head, you want to write something down, you can instantly just pull out the S Pen. So once you pull the S Pen out, you hit the button here, so the S Pen button in the middle, you press it and just simply double tap on your screen. And I'll bring up the note app and you can start writing down whatever you want to write here. So likewise, you have these options to control whatever you're writing. So you can also use the AI assistant as well directly from here if you want to. So if you write something that you want to translate it, you can instantly use it here. But this is a quick way you can access the note directly from your screen without going into the note app, simply by picking up your S Pen and then hitting the button here and double tapping on your screen to get the note app. Right, so now let's talk about the S Pen Air Command. So that's another cool S Pen feature that you can actually take advantage of. So the S Pen command is quite easy to set up. So to do this, let's go to settings. So let me just open up settings here. So once you go to settings, you have this option here, Air Command. So simply click on Air Command. So if you don't see this when you open up the phone, it's easy to get it. So in settings, what you have to do is just type in pen at the top here. So if I type in pen in a search, then I get these options in advanced settings and click on S Pen. So in the S Pen view here, in this advanced view here, just click on S Pen. So this will take you to the S Pen panel where you see all the options that we have available for your S Pen. All right. So this is what you're gonna do. Click on Air Command. So once you click on Air Command, you get this menu. So there are two standard way of using this Air Command. There's a standard and compact. So depending on which one you select will determine how these Air Command will actually pop up on your screen when you actually activate it. So let me give you how to activate this up. So when you scroll to the bottom, there is this option here. So once you click on it to activate it, then when you pull your S Pen out, and when you now tap, when you hover your mouse, so you hover your pen right on the screen, you see the tip of your pen moving around, as you can see from here. So once you now click on the button here, then it will bring up this menu. So this is a quick way to access some of the application that the S Pen actually leverage. So for example, if you want to use a draw assistant, AI assistant, create note, you can actually simply use this button. Right, you can also customize it. So you have the add button here. If you want to add more apps to this, you can simply do so. So at the very top here, you have the S Pen own features. But when you scroll down, there's other apps. So if you have any app that you use a lot, you can actually pop it in here. So for example, if I use, let's say, the British Airways app, I can simply tap it and then it will show up here. So you can add a total of 10 apps in this Air Command app section. So it's quite easy and straightforward to access all these commands simply by hovering the pen on the menu and then tapping the S Pen, and then that will show up. So now let's explore some of the S Pen commands. So let's pull the pen out again. And once the pen is out, let's click on the button. Just so we hover the pen on the screen, bring up the quick air command apps drawer. So once that comes up, let's explore some of them. So the first option is the draw assistant. So that will allow you to draw things on your screen. All right, so to do this, just click on that, and then you get this app that open up, and then obviously you can be more creative in terms of what you want to draw, and then you can leverage AI to generate or use whatever you draw to generate whatever you want to see. So as you can see, easy peasy. Now let's check a different command. So just going to click on this, and there's AI select, where you can actually use the AI to select something on your screen, and then you get an option to share and download if you want to download this. If I click on this, it will download it to my gallery. So nice and easy. So let's explore a bit more. So I hover on it again, bring this up. I have the note taking up. So when you click on that, that will help you to take notes like I showed you previously. And then likewise, once you take the notes, you can use the button at the bottom here to also adjust more of the notes that you've taken as well. If you're done with the note, then you can actually save it as well, like save it to file. You have these other options that you can also use in this note taking app. Right, so let's move on to the next one. So if I now hover on it again and click on this, then I can have the screen write. So with the screen write, it grabs a screenshot of your whatever page that you're on, and then you can annotate that page. So if you want to give directions to certain things, point to certain app that you want someone to click on, then you can easily highlight it like that. Once you're done, you have the button to save, or you can also share this as well. So these are some of the options that you get with the note taking up. Essentially, the next one is that I've added my own app, British Airways. If I click on it, it instantly open up the British Airways app. So you can actually play around with the apps that you add to your Air Command tray as well. So I hope this one helped you out. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is how to write into your calendar using the S Pen. So just going to pull out the S Pen again. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up a calendar app. So I'm just going to click on here, just type in the calendar, select the calendar, and what you will see is here at the very top is that pencil icon. So once you click on that pencil icon, you can actually write anywhere within your calendar. So to demonstrate this, just going to just mark this one. So for example, you are probably on a weight loss kind of like a program, and you want to check out each time you actually go through the program on your calendar. It's easy to mark them off like that. So each time you do it, you can mark it off. We can even scribble whatever you want to scribble in as well. So that's how you can actually use the S Pen to write in your calendar. So even if you move away from the calendar and then you then go back into it, you see all the marks still in there. So for the next tip, what we're going to do is going to show you how you can actually copy text from anywhere into your notes. So for example, let's say you're on a website. So on this one is an example. With my S Pen, I can select. So if I click on it, I can select any text like that. And if I want to copy this one to my note, just tap it and then move it to the left side or the right side, and then I can drop it in here. So once I drop it, it gives me the option to use Samsung Note or even browse the internet. So I'm just going to click on the Samsung Note, and then I can say add it to an existing note, or I can simply create a new note out of that. So once I select that, then it should now paste it into a note. So that means I can copy anything from any website and paste it directly into a note for probably if I'm collecting a continuous note from different places, I can actually use this option to do that. All right, so for the next step, I'm just going to show you how you can actually copy a whole website into a note using the S Pen. To do that, I'm just going to tap this and drag the note to the bottom. So I'll tap on it, drag it to the bottom, and then if I have a website, you open up the website, and with this, if I want to copy everything here, let me tap on a new note, and then what you see here is whole page. So when I tap on that, it shows scan the page and then paste everything directly into my note. It will take a bit of time whilst it's actually scanned through the whole page. So as you can see here, once it's done, you notice that everything, the site will show up here, so you can work on it. So if you want to circle something, if you want to highlight something, you can essentially do that. This is really good, especially if you are in a university or college and you are studying something. You probably want to maybe squiggle certain things, mark the places that you've already worked on. So with this, that will give you the possibility to do just that. For the next tip, I'm just going to show you how you can actually use the Note app to just calculate anything that you can think of. So to do that, let's first of all open the Note app. So I'm just going to open the Note app from here, and then I can start a new Note app, just type in anything. So let's say I type in 13 plus 14 times 12, 2 divided by, let's say 12. All right, what I'll do is right now click on this home button here, and I can circle it to calculate it. So if I circle the whole thing, then it will calculate it. But sometimes the handwriting might be a bit of a problem, so you couldn't see the plus, so you couldn't calculate that well. But if I go back the page and then erase this, I couldn't see my handwriting, and then I put it back in as a plus, and then click on the home button again and circle the whole thing. Let's see if it works this time. There you go. So it did a calculation. So it did 13 plus 14, and then it said raised to the power 2. So you saw the x here over 2, and as you can see the calculation at the bottom. There you go. So it might find it hard to see your handwriting, so you try your best to write it as clear as possible. But if it doesn't get it for the first time, then as I did before, you can essentially go back on that page and then erase and just rewrite it correctly. The final tip, right? So if you want to have a preview of any video or picture, you can actually use the S Pen for that. So let me just show you in my gallery. So if I go in there, if I want to preview something, I can just hover it on it like this, and then as you can see here, we'll show you the preview. Right, the same thing applies to this. If I click on that, you see that it shows the whole preview. And for pictures, the same thing. If I hover on this picture here, you see it shows you the preview as well. So that's an easier way for you to really see what's going on your pictures or videos without clicking on them. So I hope this video helped you out to learn one or two things from using of your S Pen So if it did and help you out, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.